What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Good, the Bad and the Stupid. It's Thursday the 12th of November. Slow news day coming at you. Not very much going on, but you've got me to make it all sound interesting. I'll do my best. But Trump's face has been out and about. He's been out to the memorials looking sombre. You wonder whether he's been looking miserable because he's lost the election or because he's actually thinking about the people who died in the world wars. I like to think the latter. But he's got a lot on his mind. And then you've got Joe Biden, who doesn't seem to have a lot on his mind, or a lot in his mind, should I say. Because I've been watching videos of him today on the people have been sharing about where he's not making any fucking sense. He's not talking any sense whatsoever. He starts off all right, and then he doesn't finish the sentence. It's just like it's definitely something. I mean, I'm not knocking his illness, but he's not talking sense a lot of the time. Is what I'm trying to say. But hopefully, him and Kamala's the one who's going to take the reins eventually, but she'll have to do. I think that's why they brought that amendment in, didn't they? Where they can, if anybody's... that's convenient as well, wasn't it? They put an amendment in, 25th Amendment, I think, where they can take control of anybody that seems like they're not in charge of their faculties. Now, is that not like... That was only a few months ago when Joe Biden was running, so is that not an obvious fucking... dig in the ribs at Joe Biden that we know you're on your last fucking marbles, and we're just gonna put this clause in just in case, because otherwise you might lead us fucking off the edge of a cliff, and we don't want that. So I think people might have known that the fucking Joe Biden was going to be in anyway, and it's funny how he got the best vote, the most votes. I was saying he's got the most votes ever by 75 million, the most votes ever. So that could be looked at as dodgy, or it could also be looked at as that people really, really wanted Donald Trump out. You can look at both sides of the coin. You can look at it. Would that amount of people, the most people ever, really have come out and voted for somebody who quite clearly is like, he's quite old and he's like, not really, he didn't have the oomph, did he? So you just wonder, or did they really, really want Donald Trump out? So there's definitely an answer for both. It could be either, is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, there we go. We've killed a bit of time with that, haven't we? Thanks, Donald and Joe. Anyway, there's going to be a month's worth of rainfall. What the fuck? Did I not tell you yesterday or the day before that we're having an Indian summer? Even my own fucking mother rang me up this morning and told me, we got an Indian summer coming, 16, 17 degrees. She don't ever go out. But fucking, we're getting an Indian summer, 2 weeks worth. That's what the African bulge, remember? The African bulge we're having. It sounds like a fucking sexual thing, isn't it? Like big weather bollocks coming over. But yeah, it's a month of rainfall is going to lash parts of Britain. Maybe it's not all of Britain then. 24 in less than 24 hours. Oh, it's not. I thought it was a month worth. I should read these really, shouldn't I? A month's worth, I thought. Every day for a month is what I'm fucking trying to say. But it's a month's rainfall in 24 hours. Oh, I don't mind that. I'd like to be a part of that. I'll have to fucking go out for a little walk around in that. A month's worth of rain. That's it belted down earlier on, so I think it might have fucking kicked off already because it was banging on the windows. Let's hope it does come. That sounds like a lot of fun. 24 hours, a month's worth. That's like a monsoon. We get all the weathers in England, but it's always good. You've always got to be wearing the wrong clothes. In England, that's what happens. You never go out in the right fucking clothes for the right weather. You go out in a raincoat. You go out in your raincoat and your wellies and all that kind of stuff. It'll be beautiful. It'll rain for a little bit, then it'll be beautiful sunshine, and you'll be too hot. You go out in shorts, t-shirt, or a nice suit. Piss it down. Absolutely piss it. That's when you'll go out in this. But I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to go out. I might go out in that on your behalf, so I can come back and report it when they've got nothing else. When there's nothing worth talking about in the news. I'm a celebrity. You know that shit programme with loads of shit celebrities? I'm a celebrity. That's coming on, and it's going to be on. It's going to be in Greenwich Castle in Abergale in Conwy, which is somewhere in Wales, I think. But anyway, it's coming on, and apparently the celebrity stars could be kept awake at night by moans and groans in the dead of the night. Not the haunted castle, as we've spoken about before, but actually from doggers who are there shagging in the bushes. Apparently it's a beauty spot where all the shaggers go and meet up random, meet random strangers, swingers. So there's going to be loads of the Tarzan swinging in the jungle, as it's going to be called. It's going to be I'm a celebrity in the jungle, isn't it? They're going to be in a different kind of jungle. They're going to be Tarzan and Jane, Welsh doggers giving it some. I always imagine these doggers. I mean, in the idea in your head, you think, yeah, that sounds quite. There might be something that sounds quite sexy, all meeting up and having sex and that. I bet when you go there, it's going to be like the worst kind of attractions, the worst of the attractions, so to say. Toughless old men with big pot bellies, with fucking bald heads, ponytails, big beards. The wives ain't fucking very similar, not much difference. In your head, you'll be thinking, the Charlie's Angels and all kinds of beauty, but that's not what you're going to get, I don't think. And I think it's rude to turn it down if you get there. You're going to have to, be hard to make your excuses when you're there, and you're just going to have to get on with it, ain't you? Put it down, chalk it off as a fucking something you don't tell anybody. Anyway, this guy don't care what fucking people think about him. Anyway, he's a daredevil. He's a Brit. He's a British holidaymaker. Of course, they don't care what the fuck people think about him. And he's climbed up and he's doing hanging off a crane 600 metres above Benidorm, naked, with his bare arse sticking out. Well, of course, because he's got no clothes on. The daredevils that hang off climb tall skyscrapers and then hang off the top. He's doing it naked. Imagine if he slipped and died. I don't think he'd be give a fuck anyway. He's that high up, he'd be tomato sauce, whether he had clothes on or not. But imagine that he splattered on the floor and all that was left was just his arse. Just his arse sat on the floor. The rest of it was just like jam. Gone everywhere. And it was just his bare arse just sticking up. That'd be a bit weird, wouldn't it? That's what it would happen. It would. So anyway, he can do that. 99.9% of the time, he's going to get away with that. There's going to be one time he ain't going to get away with it, and you ain't going to fucking live to tell the tale, unfortunately. So it looks good. I mean, it's good for we don't mind having a look and take the piss out of it and find it funny, but I don't think the fucking person who's full English breakfast, fucking British holiday makers, they kill you over their full English breakfast. Imagine a pint of beer when they're in Benidorm. It's a pint of beer and a full English breakfast, and you'd be landing on their fucking table, bare naked, splattered the table all over the place. That is not going to go down well. Anyway, speaking of doggers, these are policemen. They should be there to move people along. These ones are getting involved. These two couple, and they're selling sex. They're selling the £150 to have the cop experience. Get two detectives, line of duty style. So you get the full on, truncheon and the handcuffs and all that kind of stuff. So if you're into that kind of thing, they've been advertising it online. And what do you think? Yes, they've got nicked, and they probably lost the job. Unless, imagine that the fucking chief of police rings up, when he turns up, and he'd be like that. No, I can't believe this. You're nicked. And they'd be like, well, you're nicked as well. We're all off duty. We're all going to have to just, say Ali Bali. But then, you're going to know about because it's all them people who are high up, the chiefs of police and the chiefs, or the tops of society, the top judges and all that. They're the dirty fuckers that are running around these places. They've all got all the spare money in the world. They live a normal life, apart from when they're on their own. And then they're fucking dressing up as babies and being spanked and stuff like that. And worse than that, I'd imagine. Anyway, footage of UFOs has sparked a wave of witnesses claiming to have seen them. I've seen one a long time ago. You old news. And it's in Texas. They're always in Texas, aren't they? They're always in fucking... What's in Texas that the fucking aliens are... They must be tuning into something. Do you reckon there's gold, or there's something that they're picking up on their radar? They keep going like, well, we're going to try somewhere different next time we go down to that planet. Next thing you know, we're back in Texas again. We're all the cowboy, we're in cowboy land. We're always here. Maybe they like to pick up a few souvenir cowboy hats, or they like Western films. Have they been watching Westerns up in space? Up on Planet Zog, have they been picking up, I don't know, spaghetti Westerns? That's filmed in Spain, aren't they? What's it called? The Good, the Bad and the Ugly. Them being the ugly. I don't know, do you reckon they're better looking than us, aliens? Some might be. I'd like to think. I think I'd err on the side that they ain't. Not me, anyway. Definitely not better looking than me. Better looking than you, maybe. I think I'll leave that one to your. It's something with 7 eyes and 10 ears and like a real fucking 4 sets of teeth. Better looking than you. Well, I think you need to go and sort yourself out then. You and Phil Collins, as of yesterday. That's a comment back to yesterday. You'll have to listen to that one. Anyway, there's a snowboarder. He's raffling off his house for it's 475 grand house, and he's selling raffle tickets for £2.50. It's a beachfront bungalow in West Sussex, West Wittering. Get on it. I'm going to buy a ticket for that. There's only going to be 500,000. How many tickets are going to be? 250,000 tickets, roughly. Maybe less than that. That's fucking better odds than a lot of things. Got to have a go with that. £2.50. I might have more than one go. I might push the boat out. I might treat myself. Imagine if I fucking win. I'll tell you what. We'll be doing this podcast from a much better location next time. Right. Selfridges ad. This is the last one. The last two I'm going to do then. Selfridges ad. A Selfridges ad on Facebook for kids' Christmas gifts. When you click on it, it comes up with sex toys. So that's a bit of a faux pas. How the fuck they manage that? So it comes up with all dildos and everything like that. That's a fucking disgruntled worker, that is. If you want to be detective, want to be like Poirot, whose hours have you cut, or who's just lost their job? Good, anyway. I'm not going to tell you who. I've just told you how to whittle it down, but you still never find them. And I think it's good that they're getting one back on you, because that's the only thing they can do against big power conglomerates. Is fucking when they get shat on, is nick a load of stuff or do something like that and not let anybody know. So yeah, good on them. But it's all dildos and everything. So if you want some cheap dildos, go and check out the what's it called, Selfridges Lego page on Facebook. Right, last one I'm going to do, and this one is not really a very nice thing, but there's an Iranian bodybuilder who said that the restrictions on the gyms, why are gyms being closed down when mosques are still open? This is an Iranian bodybuilder, and he's in a wheelchair, not just Iranian Paralympic bodybuilder, because obviously he wants to keep training and whatever. And they fucking nicked him for it, and now he's facing the death penalty. So I feel fucking sorry for him. So what's his name? Reza Tabrizi. I feel sorry for him. And these people, COVID, before he gets anywhere near any kind of death sentence. But that's a fucking shame, and you got to think yourself lucky when you live in, semi-shit places, and not something where you're going to suffer that kind of ridiculousness. Over where I come from, police are fucking selling sex for £150 a pop, and they're doing that freely. I think they'd be hung, drawn and quartered and tortured for fucking life if they did that in Iran. So anyway, I spare a thought for him. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll do another one tomorrow. See you later. Bye.